welcome to another Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Yeah, gang, that's right, live stream. It is another Treasure Tuesday, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful start to the week. And speaking of start to the week, I wonder if the stigma of Monday can be traced through the annals of history. I don't know, it's just a thought. But anyway, gang, welcome up. See who's here. I see Ozzy Darren. Hey, Mike Wolf. Hi. Yeoman Gall. Hello. Jimmy Cloak. Hi. North Jersey Detector. And I'm still trying to figure out what meat sweats are. I don't know. Ghost Talk with the Rise. That gal follows me everywhere. Hey, there's Adriana. Hi. Miss Linda Wallace. Hi. Hoosier Hillbilly. Hi. That's 4 H's in a row. I don't know. I probably have a stroke from it. Hey, Oz. All right, T and C Diggers. Hey, how are you? And, there's Miss AWR and Mr. AWR who's eating all the watermelon. I tell you, we had ours the other night. Oh, my goodness, was that good. Hey, there's Miss Linda Wallace. Hi. And, there's Ambient Girl Relic Hunter. Hi. And welcome, one and all. Oh, there's Lincoln. Hey, Lincoln, how are you? And I tell you what, Mike Badger. Hey, Mike. And Mike Wolf. Hey, what's for dinner? And I tell you what, guys. We got some stuff lined up for you. Stuff in the, that's upcoming. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what. And anyway, gang. Oh, there's Tim Holmes. Hey, Tim, how are you? And was that today? That was today. Today is just a big blur. I tell you what, we got other crazy crap going on. And speaking of crap, Mike Wolf says he needs some TP. In Texas, cactuses are handy. No, that would hurt. And hey, there's Miss Diane. How are you? And anyway, gang. Welcome to another episode of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. And hey, there's Treasure Hunting SWPA. Hi, how are you? And but anyway, gang, I tell you what. Hey, Paul, sorry I had to run last night. Got a phone call and had to bail a friend out, not of jail. Well, that's good. Anyway. All right, gang. Well, tonight, I tell you what. I actually had to do I've lost my nose. So tonight is going to be a little impromptu, a couple places here and there because I can't find them. And I don't know, the dog ate them. But anyway, gang, we will, well, it's the imaginary one. Could be a ghost dog. But we will muddle through just the same. And would have been a cooler story if it was out of jail Hoosier. Well, it all depends on what for, if was he stealing parking meters or, I'm having a gyros tonight from a local cafe called The Flame. Okay. Rosie Stone. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, again, welcome one and all to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Now, I don't know if you guys happen to have caught that. Oh, no, yeah, that's right. The Big Show. Ken Peavy's The Big Show. This past Sunday, you know what? It can catches me off guard every now and again, and I have to admit, usually the Big Show comes on just as right around my bedtime and whatnot. So I'm kind of settling down, and then I see this pop up on the screen, and it caught me off guard, and then I laughed. But anyway, gang, this past Sunday, that's right, the Big Show, and I tell you what. This here is the largest edition of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper ever. That's right, gang. There's even the right size for all the masses. All the masses. Yeah, I want to particularly stress the M in masses. That's right, gang. So no matter on the size of your mass, rest assured there's an ample size of packet of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper for you. That's right, gang. No matter if you are in Walla Walla, Washington, or Penang, China, for a small poo or a large poo, it's Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. It goes wherever you go for when you have to go. And I tell you, you know what? It's even good for going to the movie theater. That's right. No more of this, you have to miss any part of the movie. And, you figure from the time it takes you to go from your seat to the restroom, then back to your seat, you've missed 15 minutes of the movie. And those 15 minutes that you missed could have contained some important plot points. That's right, gang, important plot points. Well, if you had a packet of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper, there wouldn't be any missing any of the movie, and it saves money. And because those 15 minutes of the movie you've missed, that's like $4 of the $18 you spent for the ticket. So yeah, gang. And here at Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium, we do stress the importance of recycling, especially repurposing. After all, you have to go to the potty because you ate all of that popcorn, and now you've got this large empty tub. And we'll leave you with that thought. But anyway, gang, that's right. Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. It goes wherever you go for whatever movie you happen to be watching. And just like M&Ms, it's probably like $4 a packet at the concession stand. And but anyway, you know what? The movie Gone with the Wind. What is it? Like 4 hours long? Well, if you're in a movie for 4 hours, you know what? You better grab 2 packets of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. But anyway, gang, that is that. Okay, see, we couldn't go without talking about poo sometime during this show, and that was it. So, yeah. But it's a good thing I don't have a weak stomach because I'm eating. Well, see, you're going to need TP right directly thereafter. And Charlie, what about the first aid kits? What happened to the idea, or do I get the one and only? No, there's still a couple floating around here and there. And AWR, do you need a first aid kit after using the bathroom? Yeah, I hope not. And can't have a weak tummy in this. No. But anyway, guys, we don't recycle the Reiser's Treasure idea for TP. There's a funny story about that. Next Afterglow, remind me to tell you the story about the gal who thought recycled toilet paper actually was indeed recycled toilet paper. Yeah, there's nobody at the sewage treatment plant with a skimmer, and yeah, we had to explain that.
Do I know this person?
Yes, you do.
Oh, God.
Oh, anyway, gang, I tell you, Spam is on every day of the week. That's what I have for lunch. All right. And but anyway, gang. All right. Well, here we go. Hey, there's Jersey History Hunters. Hi. And anyway, gang. All right. Tonight we've got news and upcoming. I tell you what, gang. There's something for everyone. And we got on next Tuesday we've got game night with the Risers, and we got the Mugs for Mugs thing going on, and then, gang, that's right, and then we'll be having a special guest host, July the 30th, Tuesday, July the 30th, but more on that in a bit. And yeah, gang, we have a very, very small weekend recap. I actually got out, believe it or not, for a couple hours on Sunday. And wasn't an all-day affair, but we did get out. Did find a couple little things, which we'll show you here in a little bit. And then, gang, we have tonight a history segment. That's right, treasure story history segment. Oh, it's actually all the same thing because history is treasure in itself. And also, too, gang, tonight's viewer appreciation giveaway. That's right. Believe it or not, we have one more. We have a Miss Linda Wallace necklace, and gang, we also have a packet of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper, and I think that's it. So anyway, gang, stay tuned for the end of the stream for that. Holy cow, I tell you, it'd be so much better if I had my notes with me, but we're flying with the seat of our pants. With a guy that has a toilet paper for a promotion. Maybe flying out the seat of your pants is not a very good expression. I don't know. Hey, Canadian Relic Hunters. Hi. And anyway, gang, I tell you. All right, gang. Well, upcoming. All right. Well, next week it's game night with the Risers. Tuesday, July the 9th. That's our usual time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. History, trivia, laughs, nominal giveaways, and I tell you what, gang, come and join in on the free-for-all. That's right. It's always the second Tuesday of the month. We'll have our little game night with the Risers, and I tell you, treasure. Uh-oh, I'm waiting for someone to invent edible toilet paper. You know, kill two birds. Sometimes you do get hungry sitting there. I don't know. I tell you, it could be a moneymaker right there. Oh, okay. Hey, Matting. So anyway, gang, that's right. Next week, July the 9th, is the game night with the Risers. Now, if you guys would like to send in anything that's nominal, I repeat nominal, after all, because it's they're more for fun and whatnot. And if you guys want to send anything in nominal for the giveaways for game night, do feel free to do so, whether stickers or maybe a coin or two that you don't necessarily want but aren't really And yeah, gang, that's right. Just send them on over and we'll give them out during the game night. So don't miss it. Next Tuesday, July the 9th at 7 p.m. our normal time, Eastern Standard Time. And then, gang, what was that? And then, gang, July the 16th and the 23rd, we're scheduled to have our normal, it slipped out again, our usual live streams as slated. And yeah, nothing. We'll have our usual treasure segment, and we'll do a little recap. And who knows? You can probably bank on poo being mentioned some point during the stream. We do have plans of getting out on the street. That's right. We're going to give it another whack. And we'll probably be doing some more testing, actually through probably this week as far as live streaming. So you just may see us pop on every now and again. So if you happen to be off work or whatever, do pop in. And then, gang, on July the 30th, that's a Tuesday too, believe it or not, July the 30th show, we'll be having a special guest host who will be bringing you segments on elongated sense and a bit of a book review. That's right, on the Lenape Indians. That's right, special guest host. And by the way, the special guest host, their appearance is subject to punishments and whether or not her room is clean. But anyway, gang, and whether or not she washes Pop-Pop's car. But anyway, gang, that is July the 30th, special guest host, and we'll have some fun with her, and we'll see. Anyway, gang, also too, upcoming in August, I tell you what, I'm excited just because it's the 1 year anniversary. In August, it is the 1 year anniversary of Ken P's Coin Seminar Weekend. That's right. It should once again prove to be a great time with great people, giveaways, and I tell you what, gang, you just never know, but even if it's by accident, you just may happen to learn something. And that's this upcoming August, the Coin Seminar Weekend. Looking greatly for it. So, anyway, gang, if anyone in the chat has anything upcoming in an event or giveaway, do feel free to throw it down into the chat, and we will be glad to see it. And that's that. And we'll try and catch up with chat and see who we got. Hey, Riv, how are you? And hey, there's Tin Cup Tim. And I tell you what, gang. The Thunder Thief. Hey, folks, all good. First time at the... yeah, welcome, Thunder Thief. How do you steal thunder? And, Ken says I'll be having a flash giveaway sometime this week. Hey, KP, how are you? And, I tell you. In August is also my birthday and our anniversary, mister. Don't forget. Have I ever forgotten it?
Not yet.
And I tell you, Sandy will be 22.
That's right.
Winter is finally gone. Already? And, oh, there's Ozzy making poo. And, I tell you. Anyway, gang, I tell you what. Mally Man is having a get-together in August. Now, I do believe he did post something on that on my last live stream. So if you want more particulars on that, you can click on my last live stream, and under the comments, I do believe he has an advertisement on it. And AWR, get my subs up to 500, and we'll do an awesome giveaway, he says. I think he was close. I think, was it last night, he needed 4 more subscribers to make his 500 mark. And I tell you.
I'm already up to him twice. I can't help him no more.
Lemonhead Penny is having his 1,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway this week. I think I did catch his video. I think it was posted yesterday, I believe.
It's 6 to 400 for AWR.
He needs how many?
6.
6! Oh, that's nothing. Hey, gang, if you haven't already subscribed to AWR, do me the favor. Please subscribe to AWR. Do. Anyway, gang, all right. Well, we're going to cruise right into our history. Oh, wait a minute. We still got more stuff. Holy mackerel, I forgot mugs for mugs. How dare I? Did I do it? I didn't do it, did I? See? I needed my notes. And, because, yeah, there's just too much stuff to relay. Holy cow. Anyway, gang, mugs for mugs. Get that up there. Mugs. Anyway, gang, mugs for mugs. And first off, thank you so much for whoever purchased the mug. And for those folks who ordered and want in on the mugs for mugs giveaway. That's right, giveaway, gang. Take a picture of yourself with your mug. And do send it to me. Allow me to use it. And I will enter you in for a silver round giveaway. That's right. Now, you have until July the 19th to get me the photo. And the giveaway for the silver round will be done on Tuesday, July the 23rd's live stream. And that's right. So you got until the 19th to send me your photo. And then you got, we'll actually do the giveaway on the 23rd. That's right. So you can mark it down on your calendar. And also, too, we crested over our 1,500 subscriber mark. And we will be giving away a mug, believe it or not. I tell you what, we're going to be all mugged out by the time we get through this thing. But anyway, yep, we'll be giving away a mug in honor of that celebration. So there you have it. So that night we'll be giving away a silver round to one of the purchasers of mugs, and we'll also be giving away a mug. So how about that? Anyway, mugs for mugs. All right. Again, the 19th. Get your photos in by the 19th, and we'll be having the giveaway on the 23rd. Anyway, gang.
Ken says he made a video with his Reiser mug.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. Was that the did he say if that was the dinosaur one?
I don't know. He put a link to it in the chat.
You know what? Right now, Ken is the only submission I have for mugs for mugs that qualify. North Jersey did take a picture of his mug, but it's got yeah. You know what? Even a mask or a wig. So if you wear your wig and that's fine too. And but anyway. All right, gang. Chug a lug. I want a mug. Oh, okay. Hey, yes. Oh, wait, is that K? What? Oh, I hope you're feeling better there. Oh, hi. And I tell you what, careful, gang. She's going through withdrawal, stabbing people. So just be on the alert, okay? And but glad to see you. And anyway, gang. Hey, there's SJ. Hi. And I tell you what, gang. So anyway, before we do the history segment, I also too forgot the recap. And again, we're going to do that too. I work so much better with my notes. But anyway, here we go. We're going to try. Hopefully this is it. Could it be? Maybe. I think. Possibly. Hey there! Oh, Rosie. What are you doing, Rosie? Uh-oh. Rosie's being Rosie. Okay. Well, hey, we'll narrate. All right, you ready? Here we go. All right, gang. Here we are. Wow, is it hot? It's very hot. Oh, my goodness, how hot it is. But anyway, hey, I just found something out of this hole. And, oh, yeah. And, yeah, oh, yeah, gang. And, yeah, here it is. Oh, look, it's a big old flat button. Anyway, I gotta stop doing that voice. That hurts too much. I'll strain something. But anyway, gang, I was surprised out of this beat up spot that I was kind of researching and doing a little bit more, hoping to find something else. And we did. Oh, we found this large dandy button. And let me tell you what, that sucker is large. When shouldn't Reiser sound like Reiser if he's voicing over Reiser? Well, yeah, oh well. But anyway, when that came out of the ground, I thought for sure that was going to be a largie or an early colonial. But I tell you what, I'll take this dandy button anyway. I don't know anymore. I like finding buttons even more than finding coins, so I was perfectly happy with it. And it wasn't really all that deep at all. It was only about maybe 3 inches deep. It was just slightly underneath the organic matter, maybe about an inch down. And but I was surprised as many times as this site has been hit that something that large could be missed. And but anyway, I tell you what. Well, thank you, Rosie, for not letting the video play the sound. But I don't know. I tell you, she needs something. But anyway, gang. So here it is. Now I started slightly cleaning up a little bit. I slowed up a lot after I got the starburst motif, which I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see on this coin cam or not. You can see a little bit of it, but it does have a sunburst motif on it. And I am going to gradually, slowly start removing some more of the sediment on it. And I mean, it's a rough clean at the moment. But once I saw that starburst, I kind of slowed up because there were several different motifs with that starburst in regards to Revolutionary War era buttons. Now, I do not believe that this is a Revolutionary War era war button per se, a military button. But anyway, I did slow up just in case if I had gotten any kind of lettering around the edges, which I do not see. So I'll probably go ahead and finish cleaning up the rest of the way. But let me tell you what, this sucker is enormous. And along with that, I tell you, it was a button type of day. I pulled out 5 other buttons with that day. And it was an okay day. But I tell you what, Sunday afternoon, it got hot. And I missed Liz's live stream because we were out. Well, I was out in the middle of nowhere, and I was going to try and call in, but again, cell service down this part of the state is sketchy, and I couldn't call in. But anyway, maybe I'll try and make an actual plan to be somewhere this Sunday with an actual real live cell signal, so we can call in. But anyway, also too, I've been touching it. I tell you what, gang. So all right, so we had the live stream, not not the poo-filled live stream of and bedpan of last Tuesday, but the live stream before that. If you guys happen to remember the Cipher live stream in regards to Rivendell coins and myself and etc. Why, Rivendell coins outdid himself, and I tell you what, gang, this is my go figure. This is my favorite coin of the Reiser Horde now. It is a actual hoo-poo. That's right. He sent me a hoo-poo 20 cash coin. And I tell you what, hoo-poo. That's right. I tell you, I am so tickled about it. It's not funny. But yes, indeed. I mean, for more reasons than just that, it is probably my favorite coin of the Reiser Horde now. And Rivendell coins, I thank you oh so much. You know, the ciphers are excellent fun enough, but I wasn't really expecting this, and I tell you, it has really, really, I don't know, it's something special in the collection, Bill. I tell you, I am ecstatic over it. So not only who knew, but who poo would think that would make somebody extremely happy. I don't know. But anyway, gang, I tell you, but do be on the lookout. Oh, there's more ciphers coming. I tell you what, I've got one nearly finished that I have to put the finishing touches on. That'll be volleying back to Rivendell coin. So, yeah, gang, that's right. You're going to be annoyed by another one soon. And and I left my notes for the cipher in the car, along with a little I don't even want to call it a demonstration thing of actually what the solution looks like and etc. And one day Sandy got into the car and she says, "What's this?" I should have known, she says. It's a cipher. And she's, "Oh, I should have known." But really, this? I'm like, yeah. But anyway, that's upcoming, and do be on the lookout for it. What I miss? Oh, I tell you, we had Burt Reynolds on. He wasn't looking too well. He looked out, and yeah.
Yeah, did you tell Rick what I said? Did you say, guess what Rick sent me?
No, what?
I said, what, the poop coin?
The poop coin. There's a fine numismatic term, poop coin. Hey, Vern, how are you? And anyway, gang, I tell you.
Is Paula says he's still alive?
No, poor Bert. And I had a joke about somebody being dead, and we were trying to get him on the show, and I don't remember. Oh, it's about Elizabeth Taylor. It wasn't actually. I wasn't thinking about that particularly for the show, but you know what? If Elizabeth Taylor, if there was a news headline that said that she was either getting married or divorced again, it wouldn't shock us. We'd probably think, you know what, she's dead, but you know what? That woman was married and divorced enough where it probably could happen. But anyway, for all the young people who are going, who's Elizabeth Taylor? Mom. Well, the sad part there is probably Mom doesn't know who Elizabeth Taylor is. All right, gang, here we go. Treasure segment. And bacon. Pow! All right, gang. Underwater archaeologists probe the York River for clues to the battle that won independence. That's right, gang. Underwater archaeologists probe the York River for clues to the battle that won independence. Divers scour the murky bottom for the remains of a British ship sunk off Virginia in 1781. Hey, that was a little while ago, wasn't it? And this article came from the Washington Post back on June the 24th. Hey, you know what? It's written by Michael E. Ruane. But anyway, gang, Gloucester Point, Virginia. Now, Josh Daniel emerged from the murk of the York River, clad in his scuba gear, and swam toward the dive boat, holding in his hand a fragment of blackened wood as if it were a piece of sunken treasure. "John!" he called to a colleague. His name was John. Yeah, John D. Broadwater. He's a diver, and his name is Broadwater. I don't know. Anyway, he called to colleague John D. Broadwater. "Check that out! What is that? I can't see it through my mask." Anyway, Broadwater, a veteran underwater archaeologist, name's Broadwater, took the fragment. He examined it. He smelled it. It's been underwater for so many hundreds of years, 200 years plus, and he's smelling it. But anyway, he says, "That definitely looks like a piece of burnt wood," he said. "That is just awesome." It's been underwater for over 200 years, and he's smelling it. I don't know. But anyway, it was a tiny but potentially important clue that Daniel had found near what appeared to be the 2, maybe 3, encrusted cannons that the team had discovered on the bottom earlier in the day. And it recalled a dramatic episode here during the Revolutionary War when French gunners blasted a British warship, the HMS Charon, which caught fire and drifted ablaze across the river, setting two other ships alight before all three sank. That's gotta be a bad day. A splendid conflagration, wrote an American doctor who watched at night from shore. The ships were enwrapped in a torrent of fire and presented one of the most sublime and magnificent spectacles which can be imagined. But anyway, it goes on. It was all part of the climactic battle of the war in which the young United States, with the help of the French Army and Navy, besieged and defeated the British at Yorktown in 1781 and ensured American independence, which had been declared in 1776. Guess what, gang? We're a couple of days away from the anniversary. And you know what? We're this close. We are kidless. You want to go to Independence Hall for Independence Day? I was talking to you that time, not to the channel.
Do I want to go
Yeah, do you want to go to
anywhere on July 4th?
Yeah, Independence Hall.
No.
Okay. I think it's got to be a madhouse. We could take the train in.
We live in New Jersey and we deal with shoobies all summer long.
Shooby. These folks don't know what a shooby is. That's a South
Yeah,
Jersey term.
we can go to Philly because they'll all be coming this way.
But anyway, gang, and on this warm, humid day with dolphins in the waters, divers Daniel 37, Broadwater 75, wow, Broadwater's rather aged, and Bill Waldrop 64, along with backup Mike Nussbaum 69, Nussbaum, were digging through the mud and oyster shells on the river bottom for remnants of the battle. They were guided by GPS data and a crude diagram of objects on the bottom that Daniel drew in a notebook. The nearby wreck of the Charon had been located and studied extensively years ago, but details about the other two ships are scarce, Broadwater said. The charred wood fragment, along with the newly found suspected cannon, could be from one of the others, he said. The day, the second of a 2-day dive, began with what appears to be a major discovery. In the morning, Waldrop had gone into the water to resume a search he had started the day before. It was at a previously unexplored site that looked promising, based on an underwater survey done several weeks ago. You know, I just had a thought. Independence Day, July the 4th. Is Independence Hall open?
I don't know.
It's a federal holiday.
That's actually a good question.
That's like the weirdest thing. You would think that would be like the exception to the rule. Independence Hall should be open on July the 4th.
But the people that work in Independence Hall deserve that day off, just like everybody else.
That's like the weirdest thing. All right, back to the art.
Do they pick up volunteers to cover that day?
I don't know. That's like the weirdest thing. You figure it should be open, considering the importance of the day, but yet at the same time, it's a federal holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, back to the article. Oh my goodness. In the morning, Waldrop had gone into the water to resume a search he had started the day before. It was at a previously unexplored site that looked promising, based on an underwater survey done several weeks ago. An orange and green buoy marked the spot. Waldrop plunged in and dived about 23 feet. He was just starting to feel around when his knees bumped against something protruding slightly from the bottom. "What is this?" he said. He thought. "I got it and I'm trying to move it. It ain't moving." I started digging on the sides. How big is this thing? He talks to himself a lot, doesn't he? He must be a YouTuber. Anyway, it felt round, like the barrel of a cannon. He goes on to say, I'm not that lucky, he said as he recounted the moment. This is going to be a winch or something like that. But anyway, the more he dug, the more excited he became. This is iron, and this is big, he said he thought. As he felt along the length of the object, he reached what felt like the rear. All right, we won't read that twice. He knew the rear end of old cannons had a large knob called the cascabel used to handle the gun. As he probed, I tell you what, this writer of this article must have been having some fun. As he probed, there it was, he thought. This is a blank cannon. It was a diver's dream. He headed for the surface and started yelling. I found a blankety blank cannon, he said. The others thought he was joking. Stop kidding, someone said. However, he was not kidding. The suspected cannon, about 7 feet long, is almost certainly British, Broadwater said. It's not big enough to be from a warship. It's probably from one of the merchant vessels that was here. Almost all of them were armed, with anywhere from 3-pounders to 4-pounders or even 6-pounders. The find was huge, he said. We knew that HMS Charon was set afire by red-hot cannonballs from a French battery, he said. The Charon carried 44 guns and 300 men, although most of the crew and the guns were ashore. It was the biggest ship the British had on hand. It was anchored off Yorktown to protect a critical British defensive position, according to historian John O. Sands. John O. Sands. O is his middle initial. What would O stand for? Oscar? John Oscar Sands. I don't know. But French soldiers had a trench nearby. They also had a special oven in which they heated cannonballs before firing them. On October the 10th, 1781, one of these hot shots lodged in the main deck of the Charon and started to smoke. The crew dislodged it, put it in a kettle, and doused it with water, a British sailor recounted later. But then a second shot landed in the ship's room where extra sails were kept, and the vessel caught fire. Broadwater went on to say, as it started to burn, it burned through the anchor cable, and basically the ship drifted across the river on fire. Further, we have eyewitnesses that said it was burning so intensely that it bumped into at least 2 other ships and set them afire. The wreck of one of those ships, possibly the 300-ton transport shipwright, was found in 1978 near the wreck of the Charon. This may be the second one, he said. I think we can definitely say we've got another shipwreck. It almost has to be one of the transports. Later in the day, another suspected cannon was located on the bottom, as well as an object could be a third. Broadwater said the team hopes to reassemble later this year for further dives and investigation of the site. The men have to clear away more bottom debris and see whether they can identify the trunnions, the shafts that protruded from the sides of such guns, as well as the muzzles to confirm that they are indeed cannons. Raising small guns of this size is not difficult, he said in an email, but we'd have to apply for permission and we'd have to secure an agreement with someone to properly conserve it and provide long-term curation and storage. Broadwater, a retired chief archaeologist with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, first studied the York River shipwrecks in the mid-1970s. There are believed to be scores of them in the river, many scuttled by the British just off Yorktown to prevent amphibious landings. Fewer than half have been located. Broadwater said he has never stopped researching the wrecks. He has also worked on the massive project to recover the turret of the sunken Civil War ship, the USS Monitor, off North Carolina's Cape Hatteras in 2002. He descended to the Titanic in 2001. You want to talk about a career capping event? I think I would have retired after that. But anyway, and he helped billionaire entrepreneur Jeff Bezos recover Apollo. Jeff Bezos, isn't that the Amazon guy? Anyway, recover Apollo moon rocket engines from the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean in 2013. Oh, yeah, there he goes there. Bezos, the chief executive of Amazon, owns the Washington Post. Hey, okay, anyway. Not the guy who's going through the divorce right now, too? Oh, anyway.
I have no idea. They're still stuck on
Trunnions? Oh, anyway. Anyway, Broadwater is now chief archaeologist with Yorktown-based JRS Explorations. The siege of Yorktown in the fall of 1781 was the last major battle of the Revolutionary War. After 5 years of bloody back-and-forth combat, American and French forces trapped the British contingent in Yorktown across the York River from Gloucester Point. The French, who had been allied with the Americans since 1778, sealed the mouth of the York River with their navy. On October the 19th, the British under Lord Cornwallis surrendered, dooming the British attempt to keep the American colonies. Many accounts focus on the land battle at Yorktown, Broadwater said. You only get half of the story, because the other half of the battlefield is out here, meaning the river. Without naval aspects, the siege of Yorktown could never have taken place, he said. We're trying to tell that part of the story. Our goal is to try to actually get financial backing to do another major excavation out here. There are several wrecks that we know of, and basically there are tons of artifacts and information on the battle. There is no place else to get that kind of information, he said. But anyway, gang, there you have it. Oh, I tell you what, archaeologists are busy digging down in the York River. But how about that? And this just in. Independence Hall. Yes, gang, it is indeed open. On July the 4th, Independence Hall is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., even extended hours. How about that?
As I was looking it up, Drum also put it in the chat for me.
Oh, thank you, Drum. Hi, Drum. How about that? That may be a thing. Oh, I don't know how crowded that's going to be.
He says, and free.
And free. How can you beat that? That sounds like a perfect date right there.
Okay.
History. Independence Hall, July the 4th. Oh, yeah, I tell you what, gang. I don't know. It just may be, there will be a trunnion vendor on site. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of trunnions. That's dinner. Spam. Trunnions, garlic, and spam. No?
You can have that for dinner. I'll eat something normal.
I don't think we could really eat trunnions.
Well, according to Katie, yes.
You know, YouTube now is going on. When I signed on tonight, they said that they are now monitoring comments and the chat for anything that's potentially banned. I don't know. I'm scared to death that they're going to watch this show. Oh, anyway. It's a dish from the colonial days called cankles and trunnions. I went to the podiatrist about cankles and trunnions. They used a little metal thing to scrape them all off. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, Amy's streams are going to be stopped quick. Oh my goodness, I tell you. Cankles are too chewy. Well, if you're at the podiatrist, they have all you want. Cankles. Isn't that when somebody has like the thing?
That have like really big
Ankles? Yes. Okay. Spam and trunnions or give me death. You know what, gang? Real quick. Since I've been mentioning lately about the book, the outhouses of our founding fathers, I actually have a list, and the individuals are actually going to be chapters in the book. And here's the list, and not in any particular order. I'm kind of going to adjust the order a little bit, but I did cut it down to 10 instead of 20 because after I kind of seen what the book is going to entail, while focusing on 20, the book would be enormous. It'd be the size of War and Peace. It'd be enormous. It'd be, yeah. So I thought we narrowed it down to 10. That way we still have segments where we talk about communal places, such as Independence Hall, who's open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. on July 4th. Anyway, but the 10 founding fathers outhouses we are going to focus on is George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, Robert Morris, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Henry Knox, John Jay, Gouverneur Morris, and then, gang, I'm going to have a small appendix in the back. Appendix? Hide that out. Or no. But anyway, we're going to have a small segment in the back for honorable mentions. And they happen to be Sam Adams, Patrick Henry, John Marshall, George Mason, Thomas Paine, and John Hancock. And but anyway, there'll be more on that as I keep going on. I'm sure you folks are going to hear more about the book as we go along. Because we're actually going to be going to Mount Vernon. I'm not sure when yet, but that's going to... Hey, George Washington's Chapter 1. Guess what? We're going to Mount Vernon. And I did have an interesting question. I think it was from Riv. What if their outhouse no longer exists? Why, I'm more than sure in the historical record we either get an idea or an archaeological survey of where the outhouse was. Because after all, wherever the trenches were for the outhouse holds some archaeological goodies as far as artifacts. So I'm more and more than sure that they were dug or should be dug. Now, I know that our second on the list, Ben Franklin, his house is actually concreted over. And, I mean, the site is preserved, but that's the idea. I know his house was dug, I believe, in the early 80s, and all that information is still readily available. So, anyway, guys, that's right now what we're working on as far as the book. And will there be pictures, Charlie? Absolutely, Tin Cup Tin. And that's actually how I kind of started envisioning it as a picture book. But yeah. But yeah, that's more in the future. But anyway, gang, hey, let's go ahead and do our giveaway for this evening. And anyway, we'll get that all kind of set up here, and we'll head on over and pay Rosie a visit. You know what? That'd be a great marketing thing. A coloring book. Great idea. Oh, I tell you. Oh, now I have to give Riv part royalty for that. Anyway, gang. All right. Well, you know the deal. You gotta have something into the chat so that Rosie knows that you are around and about. And lurkers! This means you, Amanda. Lurkers! I tell you what, that's right. This means you. In order for Rosie to know you are there, you've got to have something into the chat. And I tell you what, gang. And for a reminder tonight, we have, for the giveaway, we've got another wonderful coin necklace made by the equally wonderful Miss Linda Wallace. And we also have a packet of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. And yeah, that's right. We'll get that stuff out there anyway. So anyway, gang, what color are trunnions? It depends on the season. If they are early trunnions, they are yellow. If they're late in the season, they're kind of a puce. But anyway, gang, all right, here we go. We're countdown from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang! Hey, congratulations, Lincoln Central Coins. You won tonight's giveaway. I tell you what. See that case of WD-40? I tell you, she must have liked it. I tell you. Anyway, congrats, Lincoln. You won tonight's giveaway. All right. Oh, wait. Up. Oh, here we go. There we are. I tell you what, Rosie's been having a hard time transitioning back from the giveaway. I don't know what's up with her. But anyway, gang, all right. I tell you what, will there be an afterglow this evening? Yes. Oh, there you go. The boss has spoken. Yes, there will be. Huh? All right, how about that? All right, so what's going to happen is we will be taking an intermission. That's right, a chance to use some Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. Hey, we stuck in another commercial. We'll be taking an intermission for about 10 minutes. And so go grab a snack, use the potty, and then come right back, and then we'll have an afterglow. And for you folks who are going to cut on out, why, thanks so much for stopping by. And we will see you right back here next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another edition of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. And next week is the game night with the Risers. So yeah, that's right. Bring your thinking caps. But anyway, gang, do not forget, this upcoming Thursday, we got Liz with Off the Cuff at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then, gang, Friday, Hoosier Hillbilly at 7 p.m. for his live stream. And then at 8, it's NA Lyman 24 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. And then, gang, on Sunday morning, it's Coffee with Liz at 10 a.m. And then, gang, that card, that's right, Ken Peavy for the big show at 9:30 Sunday night. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So, anyway, gang, all right, well, we are going to show you, do the exit bit, and we'll be right back in 10 minutes. So, if you want to hang around for the afterglow, we'll be right back. Let's Yeah, all right. Wake up! Anyway, gang, we are back for the afterglow. That's right. Am I glowing yet? You are always radiating, I tell you, Mrs. Mantic. And, well, there goes 2 packs of Reiser's Treasure Hunting paper. Oh, anyway, gang, welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's see, what do we miss? I love the sound of steel drums, too. And, hey, ambient, all right. And I have music in my soul, but not in my soul. Oh, okay. And anyway, gang, I tell you, I always had the yearning to learn how to play a musical instrument. In college, I tried taking up the violin for a while, and like jazz violin, and it just, yeah, that's no. I can't dance, but I can shake it pretty good, says Canadian Ralph Hunter. All right. But anyway, I don't dance, but I love music. Absolutely. And I tell you what, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Afterglow. And see you in 10 minutes. Yeah, we just, oh, yeah, okay. We're back. Anyway. Trunnions. But perfect timing. Just got out of the shower. That was a fast shower. I missed your stream. I was packing for our long weekend. All right, Mrs. M. All right, all right. You guys camping? Are you going away? Or I tell you what a way to spend the 4th. Taking a vacation? Yep, yep. It's okay, Mrs. Madden. It was just a bunch of poo talk. And North Jersey detector, should we call 911? And Charlie, what is your favorite music? Probably.
Yeah, focus on this subject, babe.
Huh? Why?
Probably talking about a bunch of old dead people.
But yeah, put it like this: I probably can never see anybody who I enjoy in concert without going to a séance. But anyway, actually, I like all music, anywhere from the Beatles back to jazz, early jazz, classical, and I just like it all. And it's bizarre. You never know what you may hear me listening to. But anyway, gang, I tell you. Anyway, yep. Yeah, so Independence Hall, believe it or not, I can't believe they're open that long for Independence Day. But I'm kind of glad in a way. It's probably the exception to the rule for a federal building to be open. It's probably, I wonder if it's the only federal building open on Independence Day. I don't know, but anyway. Anyway, gang, I tell you. Well, we got some other stuff coming up. I am off now through off work through Monday, and while I'm off, I'll be giving a visit to the Burlington Historic Society. Burlington, New Jersey, was actually one of the earliest settlements in New Jersey, and in their historical society, they also have a library. And I kind of be digging around about our early colonial governor by the name of Bass, B-A-S-S-E, and another name we need to pronunciate clearly, Bass. But anyway, I have a little bit of research I'm going to do about him, also too about the early jail there in Burlington. Actually, they took some of Captain Kidd's mutineers. Once they captured them, they took them to the Burlington jail at that time. So I kind of want to do a little bit of research on that. There's also a couple of cemeteries that we're going to visit while we're in that area. The Oddfellows Cemetery there in Burlington. And we're also be visiting a bookshop. That's right, a bookshop in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Crap, what's the name of it again? Second Time Books in Mount Laurel. And yep, we'll be giving them a visit. And if there's also time, we may be stopping to Mount Holly, New Jersey, and doing a little bit of museum stuff there as well. So yeah, we got some stuff lined up for the holiday long weekend, and but anyway, what are you guys' plans for the holiday weekend? Thank you, Sandy. Yes, 6 more subs to 400 and a big giveaway at 500. All right. Ambient. I stop at all the time when I come across an old one cemetery or a farmer's field one. There's actually currently a house for sale that's fairly close to us. It actually has the old family plot in their backyard. So that's right. It's a house that comes with your own ancestors planted in the backyard. I got locked in a cemetery in Scotland once. That had been fun. I wonder if I can make my hair glow. It depends on how close you are to a nuclear power plant. And anyway, made it back. I was outside burning a trunnion. Nothing like celebrating Independence Day with the burning of a trunnion. And I tell you. Ask SJ, Adriana. I saw on the Facebook. Gosh, she's got a new color. What was it? Blue or green? I forget now. We try to stop at the cemeteries as much as we can. And what is your favorite cemetery, by the way?
Mine?
Yes. What's the favorite cemetery you've ever been to?
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. Oh, okay.
I couldn't remember the name of it. But that's only because we got to go in the receiving hall. At night.
That's right. You know, show your gal a good time. Why, take her into a receiving vault in a cemetery. And, oh yeah, she remembers it for life.
My honey takes me to the nicest one.
In cemeteries, yes. That sounds like Shay smell, hillbilly. Oh my goodness, what was that about? Wrinkle.
AWR says Adriana, take those glue sticks apart and rub it in your hair. If your hair falls out, I did not suggest it.
I tell you, it's been hot here in the east. They did lower the forecast, though. They did have us in the mid-90s for the rest of this week, but now we're only in the high 80s. So I hope that forecast sticks around. But holy cow, it's been warm. It was warm today. It was actually very. We have the problem with the humidity. Not too. It's being on a peninsula. It's just. But I tell you what, the Sleepy Hollow Cemetery was this is the thing. It was actually on our honeymoon. We went to Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, and I actually paid the tour guide. You can arrange to have special visits to the cemetery, and being a special occasion like the honeymoon, etc. I paid the tour guide. I was like, "What? How much would it cost just to give a tour for 2 people?" They do the special tours if you have a group or whatever. And she says, "Well, I don't know. We never did. Just took 2 people around." And I was like, "Well, how much would it be?" And I kept it a surprise, didn't I? And
Yeah,
she's,
I think we were getting ready to leave to go there.
what was it? $100?
I think so.
I paid it. Yeah, I think it was $100. And she was more than happy. She says, "Yep, we'll take you around." I'm like, okay. And she gave us the Murder and Mayhem tour. And since it was just the 2 of us, there was a couple of spots I wanted to go by on purpose. Washington Irving is buried in Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. So I wanted to see where Washington Irving was buried. And I forget what the other special stop was. Or was the receiving vault another special stop?
The receiving vault wasn't actually on the fort. Washington Irving wasn't on the fort. Wasn't supposed to be on the fort. And rich people, they had the great big.
Oh, Helmsley.
Huh?
Helmsley.
Yes. Neil knows.
I hate hot weather. I would have been a good Eskimo. And it's always amazed me how everything in the garden and nature will start to wilt in this heat in just a couple of days without rain. Well, corn loves it. Man, corn's a grass, right? Is that how? I don't know. And but yes, it is amazing. Do you take photos of gravestones at Ghost Talk with the Risers?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Ambient Girl, I also do a study of. Oh, it's escaped me. I don't even know where my book is actually at the moment. Is it here?
The names of the tombstone
Yes, it's here.
thing?
Ambient. I also do a study of symbology of the old tombstones. There's a wonderful book, if I can get it. I do have it here. Oh. All right, now everything just went crashing.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway.
Oh well.
Well, no, not the. I mean, all the stuff. Oh well, that dropped. But yeah, Tombstone Symbologies are an excellent book. It's rather expensive though. But it's called Stories in Stone: A Field Guide to Cemetery Symbolism and Iconography. And in it, it goes on to explain the different symbols and etc. that all the tombstones have throughout the ages. And I'm trying not to lose any of my markers in here because I do use it for reference quite a bit. But all the carvings and etc. they actually have different meanings and whatnot. And it's an excellent book. I like to take it along with me when I'm going through a rather historic cemetery because some things will actually have meaning that you wouldn't expect. Yeah, so this book is actually a rather handy. It's more of a guide to any cemetery that you actually come across. And I mean, even from the flowers, here's like a sickle and some wheat and whatnot. Excellent, excellent book.
Ruby says, Charlie, Coney Island, July 5th, hitting the beach with friends of interest.
Charlie, Coney Island, July the 5th, hitting the beach with friends if interested. Ah, Lou, I wish we could. But hey, Lou, how are you? And but anyway, excellent book. If you ever have the chance and like to scroll through cemeteries, why I tell you that book doesn't have the author's name on it on the front cover. It's written and photographed by Douglas Keister. I didn't make that up. That's actually his name. Stories in Stone. Douglas Keister. How is it we can't stay away from either the dairy, air, or poo? A field guide to cemetery symbolism and iconography. And I tell you, it's a great, great book. I've been through it several times. I'll take it with me. I actually wanted to start live streaming from cemeteries and actually pick out some of the different symbols and whatnot. Charlie, I forgot to tell you I was on the Bourbon Trail with a very nice couple from New Jersey. Ah, did they tell you what part of New Jersey they were from? Speaking of which, Hoosier, while you were on the Bourbon Trail, in my recommendations, I had a fellow who did a video about colonial era whiskey, and I'm not going to remember the channel's name. I'll have to send you the link because I did save it in my watch later to actually watch it again and watch it. Middle County or Middletown, I imagine would be Middletown would be up in the northern part of the state. And
I don't think we have a little town.
no. Have a good night, Mrs. AWR. And I tell you, that's about central Jersey, says the guy who lives on the tippy top, on the cusp of the state.
Yeah, where he sneezes, not going to end up in New York.
Stop snotting on New York, North Jersey. No, okay. But hopefully you heard what Sandy said. But I tell you what, I'm torn though between what is the best cemetery in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia?
Yes.
I'd have to say Mount Moriah.
Mount Moriah?
Could you take me to the nicest cemetery?
Mount Moriah. What's the name of the other one? I keep getting stuff from every now and again.
The one that's across the street?
No, not.
The one that has the sports announcer?
Yes.
Mount Laurel.
Mount Laurel. Mount Laurel actually gives tours too in Philadelphia of the cemetery, and a lot of noteworthy people buried in there. Nice mausoleums. Has a lot of the Victorian era decor on the gravestones and whatnot. And I forget what the one across the street from that is called that they don't open. I know they were trying to acquire it for years and years. The Barrymores, the actors, not Drew, like her grandparents, or great grandparents.
I don't remember the name of that.
They're buried across the street, but for years they would not allow anyone into it. But Mount Laurel is quite nice. In fact, I think it was Mount Laurel Cemetery where I bought that book.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, the cemetery does have a gift shop. Not only do they give you tours through the cemetery, but they actually have a gift shop, which is a souvenir mug from Mount Laurel. That's weird in a way, but in a way it's cool. I mean, the cemetery was actually, it was back in that Victorian era where they were making the cemeteries kind of like a park type setting and whatnot. And it was actually welcomed for people to, stroll and have picnics. And that's right, have a picnic in the cemetery. I mean, for us, that's not strange. We've done it. But I mean, in other modern thinkers, they go, picnic in the cemetery? But
like instead of making money off the dead.
Making money off the dead, yeah. In my defense, I was up 46 out of 48 hours and drinking straight bourbon from about 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Oh, goodness. Mrs. Manning, my first cousin lives in West Deptford, New Jersey. Is that near you? Yeah, that's actually quite near us. Actually, I think our middle daughter lives there.
Well, she lives on the outskirts of it.
I mean, the youngest daughter. Oh, my goodness, I had the wrong one.
Yeah, the middle daughter lives 20 minutes from it.
Yeah, okay. I had the wrong one. Sorry, Becca. But,
says, do you ever see any woodsman of the world has face chart?
not that I would recognize yet. Adriana says, yes, I would like a piece of that bone over, please. But, there's been a couple of cemeteries where I thought, they could have tours here. At one cemetery we were at, up by North Jersey, but in Pennsylvania side. I can never remember the name of that town. Never. Just north of Digman's Ferry. What's the Milford, Pennsylvania. They have a wonderful Victorian era cemetery. And always thought they could have tours there. Somewhere I have photographs of that. Very scenic cemetery. Milford, yep. Thank you, North Jersey.
I unfortunately don't remember Milford.
It's up on a hill overlooking the town. And Milford is where we saw the flag that supposedly had Lincoln's blood.
Okay. and a really nice dog in the museum.
Yes, that's right. You get to tour the distilleries and taste bourbon at each place. Plus, hear some really interesting history of the places, and the scenery is incredible, especially on the way to Maker's Mark. Yep. And North Jersey said, soon as you cross the bridge is that cemetery. That's right. It's like a narrow lane up the hillside there. Oh, wow. Lincoln says they found a grave of a Confederate soldier last week in a cornfield about 3 miles from me. That's awesome. Over there, you know, that women in the coffin, how much? It depends. They're pricey.
That would be neat.
What? Canadian relic hunters went camping on an old cemetery island when I was a teen. Went out at night to look at the graves. They were all dug up. Wait. Adriana says, sorry, I'm still stuck on the gift shop in the cemetery. Yeah, I tell you, there's some strange things that you can actually acquire from some of the cemetery gift shops.
It actually wasn't a creepy gift shop, but they had nice stuff in there.
Yeah, I think they have, I don't know, kind of like a set guideline. I know you couldn't buy like a skull.
No, they had plastic skulls in there.
Did they have plastic skulls?
Yes.
I don't remember.
And they had like the little plastic skeletons and stuff, but it was like in a Halloween display. I think mostly that cemetery is because Harry Callis is buried there.
Right. Well, there's a lot of other people buried in there. There was like one of the heads of the Pennsylvania Railroad's buried in there.
Well,
There's 2 people in there who perished on the Titanic is in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but most people nowadays know who Harry Callis is. The sports announcer, you know. Even I know who he is, and I don't do sports.
I always thought a headstone would make a great coffee table.
Yes. And a coffin would make an awesome bookshelf.
A coffin would make an awesome bookshelf. You know, it's repurposing. You know, after you're done with the books, well, you can actually use it. And yeah, it's time. Kay Watt says, I'm not sure I want to take anything from a cemetery. And Kay, what flowers? I tell you what, for all you young kids out there can you imagine a young kid here and be watching this? But anyway, if you happen to be of the college age and not have any money, right? But you want to impress your girl and you want to get her flowers, but yet you don't have any money, cemetery. That's right, they're done with them anyway. So yeah, that's right, you can take the flowers after a service at the cemetery and give your girl the flowers from the cemetery. That's right, you know, because they're not going to need them anymore. So yeah, that's right. Well, anyway.
Okay, what if I usually drop it off?
Okay, but you don't really have to tell your girl that the flowers are from the cemetery. Let's say Sandy. Sandy, oh, they're from the cemetery. Like, yeah, babe, they're from the cemetery. The oldest cemetery here has some really great mausoleums and a great story about the guardhouse. You know, we should do a ranking of, like, you know, the top 5 cemeteries that you visited. That'd make a neat show, by the way, for your channel. There's also, too, we'd have to include the cemetery at Gettysburg as well.
Yeah, but then that would mean you'd have to take me back to Gettysburg, and you'd have to take me back to New York.
Is that a complaint?
Yeah.
Okay. Abby from NCIS slept in a coffin. But I tell you, the cemetery here in Plymouth is something else. Got some real old dates.
That's cool
All right. The night worker was shot in the head, and the bullet hole is still there. I can't remember what year it was, but it was a long time ago. How about that? That's like the second story I know where a caretaker of a cemetery was killed. The caretaker at Finn's Point, wasn't he killed by the serial killer?
What was it?
The caretaker of Finn's Point Cemetery, wasn't he killed by the serial killer?
I actually do think so.
The serial killer that killed the fashion designer too. I don't remember his name.
Versace?
Yeah, Versace? I don't remember.
I guess that's something else we gotta look up then, huh?
I want to come visit too. Wait, where are we coming to visit? It's probably a cemetery.
Go to Indiana and visit Hoosier.
I spent a lot of time in Plymouth. Alright, I need help. Well, besides that. I mean, Plymouth. How close is Plymouth to Boston? Miss Linda says downtown Boston has a really cool old cemetery, 1700s in there. That is the cemetery with Stiffy Green, Charlie. I think I sent you a link about it a while back. Ozzy says 40 minutes from Boston. Depends on traffic. 40 minutes in which direction? In October, we are going to be going up to Salem. And, okay, Shay is home in time for my Happy Pills. Night, Reiser and Sandy, you awesome people. Have a great night, Adriana. Let's see you around on the tube. But, we will be going up to Salem this upcoming October. And, the initial thought is I have to break the trip up a little bit for Sandy as far as having breaks riding in the car. Otherwise, the trip will kill her. Hey, Big Flip, how are you? But, so we're thinking about on the way up, stopping at the Twain House in Hartford, Connecticut, and then continuing the trip there all the rest of the way to Salem. And then on the way out, after leaving Salem, going to Sturbridge Village, in the western part of Massachusetts. I've never been there, so I actually I only know Sturbridge Village from the website and that type of thing.
Turn your volume up. I can't hear you across the room.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're over here whispering.
Did you guys hear her? She said, turn my volume up. Here, she calls me loud, and yet she's telling me to turn my volume up. Sturbridge is where Route 84 ends, I think. I know I've almost got a straight shot at it from Salem. But I'll probably have to even do one more stop on the way back to break up that ride. By the way, I did look to see how far away, just out of curiosity, not that it's in the plans, because we already have plans for Salem in the works. But I did see how far, what is it? Pound the Ground? Is that what it is? I did see how far that is away from us. That's almost a little over 7 hours for us. I think that might be a bit far. That we already had stuff planned. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to make it that.
I had a hard enough time going from here to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Ambient says, you going to Salem for the festivals? What festivals? Ozzy says, Sturbridge Village is awesome, Charlie. Ozzy, will we be able to do that in I don't know, 4 hours or so, or do we need more? North Jersey says probably 8 hours for you, Reiser. Yeah, it's a bit far. Sandy could barely handle Pittsburgh, let alone. Yeah, that'd be just too hard. Ha! Miss Linda says, can hear you fine, Charlie. Well, Sandy can. She's about 1.5 miles across the room.
See, Miss Linda has the pleasures of turning her volume up on her computer or her phone or whatever she's listening on. I don't have that pleasure because it would echo.
Echo, echo, echo.
Keep it up now, we'll turn it on.
You could do it in 4, Charlie. So how about that? We could do Sturbridge Village for half a day and then continue the ride homeward. I also considered taking a train to Boston and then doing like a Uber, doing an Uber from Boston to Salem. But the only thing bad about taking the train, you're limiting yourself of options as far as what you can see and do and etc. And I think when I priced it, it was about $300 for the both of us round trip from Philadelphia to Boston. All right, for half of that, we can drive it back and forth and go to different places. Anna says there's a Great War Museum up there as well, Charlie.
Linda says look up the Newport and Reiser. I've actually already looked up a lot of stuff about the people.
She was in Massachusetts. I forgot. Oh, yeah. Oh. In fact, isn't her house a bed and breakfast now?
Yes. You can actually lay on the little couch where she put her down.
Hey, WR says, trains don't stop for, I think it's supposed to be pee breaks. Well, they can, you can go pee as it's moving. Back in the day, you couldn't go to the restroom while the train was in the station because, gang. Back in the day, they didn't have holding tanks. So when you went potty, it just went right down onto the, So hence why no using the restroom while in the station. North Jersey says, go to Fenway, even if you aren't a baseball fan. The nostalgia is amazing. Yeah, we can always go back to the potty humor. It's not food, it's poo. If it's not poo, it's food. Oh, anyway. Oh. Oz! Have you ever been to Adams's home? John Adams? That's near Boston. Wow, I could knock out some research for the book if I took an extra day.
I like the Canadian Relic Connor's solution. Bring your depends when you go on the train.
Quincy, I think that's what they renamed it, but wasn't it something else before Quincy? I forget. McCullough had a wonderful book about John Adams. You just aren't trying hard enough, Sandy. You can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Hey, Hoogie, how are you? Dang it, missed the whole works until now. Digging, mug, riser, mug, and we'll catch the replay. Hi, Hoog. Hi, by the way. And welcome to the Afterglow. We're talking about peeing, potting, and Massachusetts trip in October. But
anyway, in response to this Hoosier, I'm too old to be hanging my butt out of a window to try to pee.
North Jersey says, so the usual. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The poor fella who tuned in who said it was his first time around. Oh boy. He probably didn't know what to expect. All right, Miss Linda, have a great night. We'll catch you around on the tube. Alice says we could meet up somewhere, Charlie. Oh yeah. That would be kind of cool. Well, it started out with the thought that in October, when the leaves were changing, wanted to go someplace where the leaves were changing. And So we thought we'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I've been promising the missus that for years about taking her to Salem. I thought, well, duh. I mean, the leaves will be changing in Massachusetts, and so that's how that all kind of worked out. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Where did that phrase ever come from? And who kills birds with stones? That seems awful mean. Where's PETA?
Do you kill the second one with the ricochet?
Good question. A guy that was short on stones. Now in flight, that had to have been talent if you can get a bird in flight with 2. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a duck or ducks. Someone needs to beat drunk Hoosier. Oh wait. Oh, Kay's got your number. Oh, I tell you. My uncle used to kill pigeons in the barnyard with rocks. That there is talent. You got to be a good shot, or thrower, or tosser, or something. Pigeons just stand there all stupid like. I have the same problem with doves. If you're driving down the road and you have doves in the road, they wait until like the last minute. They're looking right at you, but they wait until the last minute to fly off. Turkeys? Yeah.
Okay. Maddie would like to know when you're going to do the history of bacon.
The history of bacon.
And Canadian Relic Hunter suggested calling it the Bacon Chronicles.
The Bacon Chronicles. Well, we could do that. We do have the annual bacon show coming up at some point. When was that? Was that in October or November? I have to see when my sodium shot up really high.
I don't know, but I am not making 2 pounds of bacon and sitting and eating it.
No. We'll do bacon flavored something except for soda. We won't do bacon flavored soda ever again.
Yeah, we won't do bacon flavored toothpaste either.
They say pigeon trunions are the best. Oh boy. Bacon. Hey, there's Barn. How are you, Barney? And this is the Afterglow. This is where we kind of chit chat, chew the fat, and etc. Bacon and brown sauce from England. All right, AWR. Gotta go, gang. Got a waxy for tomorrow. Wait a minute. I cut grass for a living. All right, AWR. Have a great night, and we'll catch you around on the tube. But yeah, we got the bacon show coming up. I know it was after the annual bathroom show. Yeah. But yeah, we'll do the history of bacon. I think the last bacon show we did a segment about Francis Bacon, right? We're hunting pigeons with rocks and trunnions. And I tell you, we'll have to cook up some ideas. Cook up some ideas for this next bacon show. I got kind of the bathroom show already kind of mapped out where we want to go with it. I said kind of have the bathroom show mapped out where we're going to go with it. Believe it or not, yes, I've been working on the New Year's Eve show. That's almost done, believe it or not. Here we're what, 5 months away, and I have that show almost done. Yeah. We'll be giving away a Garrett Carrot again this year, along with some coins and books and some other fine stuff for giveaways all through the night. And so yeah, that's 5 months away. It's a British bacon sandwich. All right. This is the Reiser's live stream, Barney. The conversation tends to wander. Well, yeah. Poo, history, coins, metal detecting, food. It's, yeah, it's life. Dove wrapped in bacon. Now, I've never had a dove before. I have eaten pigeon before. Pigeons are rats with wings. That's what they taste like, too. And when I had pigeons, it was at a Chinese restaurant in Philadelphia. The only thing I could imagine was some guy up on a roof with a net. But, I don't know. All right, Kay, have a great night, and we'll catch you around on the tube. Talking about dead people makes us hungry. It does, really. We used to spotlight pigeons under overpasses and catch them with nets. My dad and his buddy would train their bird dogs with them. Oh, neat. Coincidentally, it was at the same Chinese restaurant. It was the first time I ever had real dead octopus and squid and other weird sea things that isn't typically eaten. I have to say, at this age, I'm not that adventurous anymore with food. It was a phase.
Was it the same?
Wong Wongs, yes. Wong Wongs on Race Street in Philadelphia. That's right. And I'm not making that up. That's the real name of the Chinese restaurant. Wong Wongs. He has a name that's, yeah. I had turkey fingers from a Chinese restaurant after Thanksgiving. It was actually good. You see, I like duck. Some people don't. They think it's too greasy, but
I didn't like it.
you just didn't like the head.
No, I didn't like the duck.
Oh.
I tried it. I thought the duck hanging in the window.
Yes, it's a crick. Creek. No, it's a creek. Crick. We have a lot of South Jersey isms. If you're not minding your own business, they'll say that you're being nibby. And I don't think that word exists anywhere else in the country. Nibby. Nibby. And speaking of crick or creek, why, yeah, that there's a variance there too. Somewhat normal people will say creek, but yet we have folks down here who also say crick. They want to know which side of the crick you're from.
I couldn't hear you.
Hi. Oh, and I wasn't talking about anything in particular. I was talking about the word nibby and how people say crick or creek, and they want to know which side of the crick you're from.
And if you go one town over from us, you'll be in Split Ditch.
Split ditch.
Or Dividing Creek.
Or Dividing Creek. Hoosier, Tim, are you saying who's is into women's undergarments? Somehow I missed all, yeah. Goodness. Oh, you guys, I tell you. At least he's wearing undergarments. Is that saying that you're not? Hey, Blockhead, how are you? Have you been here all the time and I've neglected you? I'm sorry, Blockhead. How are you? Oh, okay. I hope you are well. Am I ever? I
knew for some reason I shouldn't put this candy in my mouth.
We're not going to read that one. We're going to let that one lay right there. Oh, goodness. When you fart, you whistle. Who's your secret? Has a ring to it. Well, there you have it. There you see. Another great marketing idea right there. Hey, Spitfire, how are you? The sky is falling. I made it. Oh my goodness! Welcome to the afterglow. Oh goodness. Let's see. We covered cemeteries, history, poo, pee, more history. Only a little bit of Middle East section. Huh? Hoosier's undergarments. North Jersey's lack of. Hey, Mike, how are you? Welcome to the afterglow. And I tell you. And Independence Hall, whether it's open or not, on July the 4th. I tell you. Oh yeah, better put the lotion on, or the dog gets it.
Oh my.
Wasn't she in the bottom of like a well?
Some kind of hole. I think it was a well.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any like artifacts down there. We should have that gal. Yeah. Look for artifacts down there, or the dog gets it. No, I don't know.
Ambient says, what about the Statue of Liberty?
Well, that's a great question. What if that's open? Well, I think someone needs the hose again. You better be finding some colonial era artifacts down there, or the dog gets it. Imagine Hannibal Lecter metal detecting. Do you hear the lambs as they cry? Oh, wait a minute, I just got an 80 signal. Here's my collection of gold teeth. I don't know. Oh, hey, Melly Man, I heard you want to. Hey, congratulations, Mike. Oh, you won your coin roll battle. All right.
Congrats, Mike.
What was the final score?
Spitfire says I found a rock.
Found the rock. Someone needs to take him down, says North Jersey Detective. Oh, goodness. Mike, are you still undefeated? Hoosier says, I need to get a lucky box and battle him again. It's a shame that you didn't use that first box that he had gotten the last time. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Still undefeated. Oh, my goodness. So who is your next victim, Mike? Holy cow. 170 to 340? Wow. That there is a spread. Mike is now 8-0. Holy cow. Mally Man, the George Foreman of coin roll hunting. Holy cow. Rigged redraw. That's a good question. Is that your best score, Mike? Uh-oh. Hey, all right. Canadian relic hunters. Hey, Charlie, I finally dug my first Merc. Congrats there, CRH. All right. The old funeral home sold $150,000. It was a steal. Just because it was a funeral home. No one wanted it but me with $1.50.
I grew up in a funeral home.
Now, I did manage, I was catching up with some videos over the weekend. My playlist, my watch later, is down to, I think, to 189. I did catch up on some Jersey history hunters. I was catching up on Mud Dog Mandy, if you ever watch him. And he had some great videos. They were some leftover videos that he just recently posted from his winter hunts. And he found another George Washington inaugural button. And he's from Vermont. And he did find a Nova Scotia halfpenny token, which was really cool. But if you ever watch Mud Dog Mandy, he has a fine channel. It's nice and relaxed, and yeah. I might have missed it, but Mike, do you have another victim lined up for the next battle? (1918) was Canadian relic hunters Merc. Oh boy. Miss Detectorist just dug 2 George Washington buttons. Oh, neat. I'll have to check that out. Miss Detectorist.
Finco, I can't do a cave. I'm claustrophobic. It would be neat. Just can't do it.
I will get a box ordered this week. After a week of topping out drywall in Bloomington, I will be ready. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Mike, it sounds like you got a challenger right there. Hoosier wants a rematch. See, it could be like the Muhammad Ali and the Joe Frazier fight right there. Rematches and oh yeah.
Ambient says bourbon on a lucky box, Peter. is accepting it.
Yep, there you go. I take. There's going to be a throwdown. Rolling coins up right now. Uh-oh. Top out is not fun. You have to cut around all the stuff those darn Sparkies putting away. I don't know how. Oh, drywall. Drywall is just not. It's never any fun. Especially a ceiling. The ceiling is not fun. Oh, down, North Jersey Tucker, hit the floor. Oh. I've done drywall once in my life, but I've swore it off for the rest of my life. Plumbing I can do. Electric I can do a little bit of it, though I don't know what the codes are anymore. If they've changed, which I'm sure they have, I don't know what the new, like the blue boxes. I don't understand the blue boxes anymore. Back in my day, we used metal boxes. But did Mike call me a? Yeah, he did. And but I tell you, we just hang it. Thank goodness I'm not a finisher. That's an art there. Oh my goodness. I cannot spackle. Spackle. See, I'm the old guy who says spackle instead of like joint compound. But anyway, that's an art to tape and spackle or tape and compound. Oh, I can't do it. I'll manage spending the other half of my life sanding. The only thing worse is roofing. Yeah, I've been there too, Blockhead. I have to say, I've done 2 roofs in my life. The one, I'll say, wasn't that bad because there wasn't a roof underneath of it. The other roof I did had 3 layers on it. That was murder. That one we also did it in August, and it was yeah. I haven't actually swore off roofs yet, though I haven't done one for years. What? They have bazookas for taping now. You just load some mud and tape, and the tool does the work. Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, really. Bazookas. That's actually a cool name for a tool. I don't care what the tool does. If you have a tool by the name of a bazooka, plumbing I'll still do. Well, I don't know. Jeez, that's changed too. Plumbing, I guess now they're using the flex piping, and people tell me it's really simple to do. I see again. I'm still back in the PVC era, where it was glue and I would end up taping myself to the wall. Very minimal sanding, and it looks great. Hey, John, how are you? Welcome to the Afterglow. Oh, PEX. Yeah, that stuff is awesome and fast for plumbing. You know what, babe? We're talking about the newer house thing that we're doing. I think I've just talked myself out of redoing an old home. I don't know how to do any of this new stuff. They tell me that the PEX is great for, the water won't bust the PEX if it freezes. It will expand. Where PVC, if it freezes, it'll splinter and make a mess. Blockhead says, look on YouTube. I don't know. Mike says, my whole house is PEX. Expands. Blockhead, I'm just getting older and I'm starting to realize my limitations anymore. like those roof jobs, they were years and years ago. I don't know if I have another roof in me. Had a frozen pipe this year. I think it's heat tape stopped working. Hey, Mud, how are you? Welcome to the Afterglow. We're now talking about construction, and we're remodeling, and
Well, you guys are talking about construction, and me and Andy and Spitfire are talking about a haunted cave.
or haunted caves. I'm no good at cutting stairs either. I could never get the dimensions right between the rise, the step, the rise again. I tried cutting out my own one time and it just, you can buy those prefab. And then that same house that I was working on with the roof, it had a bathroom floor that had to be leveled. That was a chore. That was work. It wasn't so much trying to figure out the angles because you took your level and leveled out the floor, then you did your dimensions, and then you cut your. Oh, it was. I'm a bookworm. It takes me 10 times longer to do anything with these. That's not typing or writing or etc. I mean, oh my god, it takes me a day and a half to change the oil in the car. If I was to do that.
It takes you a day and a half to check the oil.
But after July, a 60-year-old couple will be the proud owners. I tried sneaking upstairs when I was 6 when I was at a funeral. Drawn to the house before I knew it was a funeral home. Neat. Oh my goodness, here we go. Who's your total height divided by the number of steps gives you your your riser height. Then just take the thickness of the riser off the face of the stringer. That will be at the top. See that, Hoosier? That's why you make the big bucks right there. At that point, if you told me how to do it, that's when I would call Hoosier. Hoosier, how much to do the steps? Like, then take the thickness of the tread off the bottom of the stringer. Have a great night, Tim. We'll catch you around on the tube. Time to give my daughter a bath in the cement pond. Yeah, North Jersey said, yeah, I'll just hire Hoosier. Yeah, so.
That's what I would do. His granddaughter, not his daughter.
Granddaughter. Oh, okay. Now, speaking of that house, I can't tell you how many times I've actually had the contractor come over and walk me through a project. And I paid him whatever, I don't remember at the time. He would start me off on the project, leave me alone, leave me be for a week, and then come back in a week and go, all right, where you at? Or what do you need me to fix? I also did a floating floor that didn't float in the house too. I nailed it down. I keep trying to tell Lee at HD that's where the Confederate gold is at, but he won't take the bait. Oh, sorry, Tim. My 25-year-old daughter would feel a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. Oh, odd. I do stringers, spirals, and rails non-stop. Yuck. Oh my goodness. I had to, not that last house, but the one before it had a wooden spiral staircase. It was actually in a colonial. And not only were those steps narrow, if you walked too close to the center, you were falling on your arse. But those steps, when they needed to be replaced, were harder than anything to get out. There was no nails in them. They were all not dovetailed. They weren't lap jointed, but they were basically cut to fit, and that was it. We've been through houses like that, right, where you had the spiral wooden staircases, and it's like, oh my goodness, if I go too far to the edge, I'm just going to plummet down 10 of them.
It wasn't actually a spiral staircase, but I had issues with the one in the Wooden State Park, the mansion.
Oh, yeah.
And the spiral staircase in the lighthouse, East Point. Nope.
Holy cow. Hoosier says, we once installed a pre-made $58,000 spiral stairway made of poplar in a house. Holy cow, that's an expensive stair. You can get an elevator for that price.
Really?
Ambient says they are great staircases to look at, but when you get old, they are horrible to use. That they are. Is Allie scared of heights?
I don't know.
I should try taking her up in the lighthouse one day. Cape May.
I don't think she is, but don't hold me to that.
Oh, speaking of which, I came across my notes for the Cape May Lighthouse live stream.
Yeah.
I think we should attempt it again.
Okay.
Since the last time wasn't our faultiness, it was YouTube. Remember that night?
Yeah.
When I thought we just couldn't get it going, but here it was YouTube that shut down or whatever.
Yeah, YouTube's done it to us twice now.
Why does YouTube always pick a Tuesday to do their thing?
I don't know.
Anyway.
But I'm good with doing the lighthouse again.
I think we should put that in the works. Maybe September before the time changes again.
Before it gets too cold to be out there by the lighthouse.
I, not long, just finished a aluminum spiral. That was different. And then Spitfire. Why do old dirt cellars have 3 steps going further down, but now closed off? House circa 1890. Depends. Could have been an addition. Me too, Oz. Casing base, I don't mind, but the stairway stuff is too tedious. Oh, I don't know. Root cellar, says Ambient. I had a house that actually had a brick floor. It was actually dirt prior to that. But that house had 2 separate levels of basement and or cellar. And that's what that was. One was an addition to the other.
I don't think I've ever seen a basement with
2 different levels?
Yeah.
That would be neat, Oz. It was up to a widow's walk, Ambient, right on the beach. I should do a slide vid one day of some of the jobs I've done down here. Pretty cool. Yes, absolutely. That would be neat. Hey, Block says a lot of basements were dug after the house was built. I tell you. Well, anyway, gang, it is anyone detect dirt basements? I've tried. Uh, Actually, I tried detecting that brick basement. Hitting a signal, pull up the bricks, dig, find junk, and then put the bricks back. But nothing ever really came out of that one anyway. I think it's a great spot to do, though. Well, anyway, gang, it is going on 9:15, and I think we're going to wrap up the afterglow. But anyway, gang, I thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday week. And if you have a chance, do reread the Declaration of Independence. That's right, it's a short read. It's kind of unique. It kind of reiterates where the country came from. But anyway, gang, we will see you right back here next week, Tuesday. That's right, Treasure Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll do it all over again. All right, gang, have a great night, and we'll catch you around on the tube.